Hello there, fellow space captains. This is Connor, and welcome back to Dreadnought, where we're going to be having ourselves a bit of a brawl in the Jutland. And with the Jutland, I'm going to be using a specific build. That build was recommended by Mihai Z over on my Jutland overview. And pretty much what he's recommended I go with is this loadout. So, plasma broadside, flechette missiles, armor booster pulse, and warp jump, all pretty much to make me a bit of a brute in close quarters combat. I've tried it out, a couple of games without the armor booster pulse because I needed to actually get enough XP to unlock that, but it's awesome. It really is. I don't really like close quarters battles. The majority of the time I'm using these scatter guns because I don't have the plasmas unlocked, but the plasmas seem to have a lot more range and a lot more punch than I remember them. Well, not more punch, it just seems to have more range than I remember. But anyway, screw this nonsense here. Let's get ourselves into a game.
The nav beacon is spinning up.
I really fucking hate him. Not even joking, I really do. He just pushes all my buttons and grinds my gears. Anyway, the fight. Okay, so here we are, Onslaught on Rings of Saturn. Let's get the Jutland into position. And let's wish everybody a nice day and good luck in the game because they're going to need it. Right, so in the past few games I've had, Onslaught has not been a game mode I've come across yet in the Jutland with its CQC build, but I'm hopeful, because most of what I've been playing are elimination game modes. I don't specifically queue up to play them, although you are a powerhouse in this ship, so you don't die that quickly, even without the armor booster pulse. Right, so you know what would be pretty cool? See the command ship for either team? If it was some sort of large super carrier, kind of like, you know how in any flight game ever, there's always like some super carrier you have to take out at some point, like the Ace Combat games. If it was some sort of super space carrier, and it launched your little allied ships, kind of like the Infinity, so the more the enemy were turning into your ship and the less you were paying attention to it, the less actual presence ship-wise you had on the map. I think that would be pretty cool. Not for your players, of course, just for the AI, smaller craft. But that's just my 2 cents. That just looks like a massive cargo container, which it is. But anyway, let's move forward here as slowly as possible because Jutland, Tier 4 Dreadnought. Okay.
Requesting fire at this location.
So what are the... Oh wow! Our team are very much majority Tier 4. The enemy team, not so much. Okay, that would be an enemy Corvette, and he's a lot closer than I thought he was.
Broadside, open fire. Yes.
That's him dead. Why would he do that? There's some acts in this game that I just don't understand whatsoever. Enemy artillery cruiser over there. But there's more stuff around here. Decisions. And you need to make them fast in this thing because you're not going anywhere fast. So anytime that you're a little bit drawn on where to go, you know, is wasting more time. And thus means it's going to take longer for you to get to where you want to go. Now look at that, look at the range of that broadside, look at that. I do not remember it being that long range, I really don't.
Thank you.
Alright, so trying to take down the command ship.
Understood. System drained.
Energy is gone. Broadside go. Now you do feel like a powerhouse when you've got the broadside going. I'm not in range for a jump.
Full power to maneuvering thrusters.
Switching to the repeaters. Didn't even get an assist. Right, the enemy are all around this direction. They're jumping in behind us. Okay. Haven't used armor booster pulse once, you'll have noticed.
Punch it.
I am going to use it whenever I jump in here.
Activating primary weapon. Jump complete.
Where is he?
Jump cooling down. Flechettes have positive lock. Flechettes locked
Okay,
and
come
ready
on.
to fire. Full
Need
power
to get
to
moving
maneuvering
a bit
thrusters.
more quickly.
Enemy missiles incoming,
Broadside.
Captain. That did it.
Target down.
Destroyers
Oh wow, what is he doing?
collapsing. Rearming
Why is
Flechettes.
he there?
Engaging.
Okay, armor booster pulse engaged.
Shield activated.
Come on.
Firing up.
Need to make a jump as fast as possible. Come on, faster. Faster than I'm currently going. Come on.
Jump complete. Jump cycle.
Gotcha.
System Aye, Captain. Engaging.
Oh, he's down. Polyonus class destroyer
Launching Flechettes.
coming in fast.
Fusion reactor
I'm
is
dead.
overheating, putting energy
Yep,
into
you
the
don't sit side on to a Polyonus class when you've not got your plasma broadside off cooldown and survive, especially when his RAM is ready to go. Jumping 10. This does feel very much one-sided. I mean, just look at those teams tier-wise. That's ridiculous. Okay, so the enemy team are now switching to their tier 4s. I'm assuming that they do have them, but they're possibly trying to grind out something else because of the higher XP and credit gains you get in the legendary matchmaking. And people are leaving.
Thanks for the assist.
Oh dear. It's went all fractured space on us, which is not good. Okay, they're all swinging around that direction. Now the one thing I don't want y'all to expect in my Dreadnought videos, especially for a Jutland or anything in the way of a Jupiter Arms or Dreadnought, is fast-paced combat, because it's not going to be. I'm not going to be cleaning up in this thing as I would in,
Negative. Plasma
like
broadside
a...
holding.
What am I using that for? Like a Corvette, for instance.
Hostile destroyed. Just down an artillery cruiser.
Right, we've got ourselves an Invicta closing in.
Power to maneuvering thrusters.
Oh, I'm not even in range for my repeaters. God damn, the repeaters. I wish they were the main armament. Oh, hello there, boy.
Commencing jump.
Do you lack a little bit of side penetration? Well, you're about to get some.
Complete. Jump cooling down.
Hello, friend.
Broadside blast.
Brought to you by Jupiter Arms.
Another enemy. Hostile artillery cruiser is going down. Understood.
The shots out.
Launch Flechettes.
Armor booster pulse engaged. Something's firing at him as well. I think it might be one of our allied artillery cruisers.
Thanks for the assist.
Jammy bastard stole my kill. Right.
Systems depleted, Captain.
I think Dreadnoughts should get like points depending on damage taken.
Full power to maneuvering
If
thrusters.
that makes any sense.
We need to regroup.
I think it would be exploited, but there's got to be some sort of way of implementing like a support mechanism into the game for. Let me see. For Dreadnoughts, I'm just checking, but it's assists in this game, whereas it supports in fractured space. Okay.
Firing.
But what I mean about this is that with a Dreadnought, especially a Jutland,
Jump complete. Cycle
there are
jump.
games where you'll get a massive amount of kills because the enemy just keep throwing themselves at you.
The enemy's command ship has been
But
destroyed.
they're far and few between.
Activating primary weapons, Captain.
Now, because I'm built up here as a close quarters combat ship, I need to get into close quarters before I can do the majority of my damage, which is easier said than done in the Jutland.
Maneuvering thrusters.
It's easier said than done in any
Incoming, Captain.
Dreadnought, to be fair.
Swarm locked to target.
Right, and look, he should be in range. Nope, game's over. We'll have another one, because that was a little bit too short and a little bit one-sided. Yeah, matchmaking's a bit retarded. And by a bit, I mean completely and utterly brain damaged. That wasn't really a GG, but GG. What the hell's up with the guy from Stalker here? What is it? Stalker's Shadow of Chernobyl? Or Call of Pripyat? Which Call of Chernobyl? I don't know, I got the two mixed up. But, not a bad haul, I suppose. I have no idea if it's finished or not. Don't have elite status. Not paying for it because it's retarded. Let's get another game. Alright, so what do we have here? Team Deathmatch on Ixion. Ixion very quickly becoming my favourite map in the game. It just looks gorgeous, and I really do like the space aspect of it, because you are a space vessel, and it's just a gorgeous looking space station type map. Okay, we're jumping in eventually. And what are the tiers like? Somewhat more balanced than previously. Let's just see how it turns out. Okay, I'm going to jump forward.
You got it, Captain. Jumping.
Jump complete. Jump cooling down.
Oh, hello. Now, if I had a nuke, and if said nuke worked, that would be a prime target tool.
Full power to maneuvering.
That is a lot of missiles coming in. Oh dear Christ.
Activated.
Oh, hold on, I'm in a Jutland. I don't even need to put the shield up. 'Tis but a scratch on the mighty Jutland. And I've got how many healers? 1, 2, 2. Well, not really sure you can count the Kataro as anything, honestly, but
Power to maneuvering thrust.
it adds to our total pool for our team's player count, so
Flechette swarm locked to target.
useful for something, I suppose. Oh, hello, big fella.
Clearing broadside guns.
Aye, Captain. Activating.
How'd you like the taste those pancakes, huh? Did they taste good? Did they?
We've been hit hard. Damage control.
Did a bit too bad? What I tried to say, and what I was meant to say, was did I put a bit too much butter on them?
Broadside blast clear all broadside
Can't have
batteries.
a bit too much butter.
Shield activated.
Can't have enough butter whatsoever.
Aye, Captain. Engaging. Ships hold
Now
down
this
50%, Captain.
is Ixion in a nutshell.
System
These
drained.
sort of what would you call them? Solar array
Enemy
pod
weapons
things
locked on our position.
are a bit
Flechette
annoying.
have-
System drained.
Tends to be like a cover shooter here.
We got a bearing on the enemy ship.
Engaging.
Enemy ships going down.
And one thing that's been bothering me for quite a long time with Dreadnought
Heavy damage across
is little
multiple
indicators that
systems,
come above are supposed to show up just above an enemy ship whenever you're able to, you know, if you have a lock for flechettes, missiles, nukes, that type of thing.
Firing broadside.
A lot of the times it doesn't. I know I just fired my plasma broadside there. That was a misclick. I know it showed as green there, even though I wasn't in range
Incoming,
or at the
Captain.
correct angle, but it still showed as green. It's actually the opposite I'm having a problem with. Whenever you do have an enemy in range
Aye, Captain. Engaging.
and the correct angle, and it still does not register that you're in range or whatever, it really does my nut in. In game, you don't have a lot of time to just quickly check what distance you are from the enemy, blah blah blah. You're focusing on other things like staying alive.
Broadside. Open fire.
Amplifying weapons. Aye.
Come on.
Activating primary weapons, Captain.
If I jump in again, I can rack him with a broadside.
Weapons locked on our position.
Aye, Captain. Engaging.
Okay, reloading.
Jump complete.
Where is he?
Jump cycling.
Flechettes have positive lock.
Come
Power
on.
to maneuvering thrusters.
You heard the captain.
I'll go with broadsides, racking him.
Firing up.
That's why you're the captain.
I did not get a single thing for that, even though I was attacking him for the past minute or so. Piss off.
Activated. System drained.
You flew right into a broadside, bitch.
Eliminated,
And that
Captain.
broadside took you out.
System drained, Captain. Full power to maneuvering thrusters.
Okay. 6 seconds on the cooldown for the broadside again. Come on.
Broadside batteries, fire.
It also takes the system a while to register that it's off cooldown. Just, I don't know what it is. Whereas Fractured Space,
To maneuvering thrusters.
and pretty much most games feel real slick. Games that are specifically multiplayer.
Needed over here.
This doesn't. It's like everything's always a little bit behind, or things just haven't been polished. I know it's in beta, okay, but there's still transactions in the game. They can pretty much be in beta for all eternity.
Flechette swarm
That's
locked
pretty
to
much the way the
target.
gaming
You
industry
got
is
here
these
just in
days.
time. Launching
We're focused on him.
requesting Fire over here. Picking up enemy contact. Over there. Activating primary.
Everyone focus.
Weapons on. Aye, Captain. Activating. System drained.
Armor booster
Captain,
pulse.
activating.
It also supports my allies, which is nice.
Activating primary
Amplifying weapons, aye.
Come on, plasma broadside.
Broadside. Open fire.
Commencing.
Okay, they've got a tactical cruiser on them.
All stations.
Not for long.
On my mark. 3, 2, 1.
Emma Stoned.
Complete.
Great name.
Jump cooling down.
Great. Top lols, by. Top lols.
Captain. Broadside guns cooling.
Can you tell I'm being sarcastic?
They've hit us
Is
hard.
it obvious yet?
Broadside plasma
I don't think it is.
the broadside guns.
Broadside him, that'll make things completely and utterly obvious. Nice if you could focus the same target, guys. I know it's a bit too much to ask for, but it might just save my arse.
Captain, give me
Broadside.
the plasma guns.
Oh, he's got an armor amplifier, probably. Armor lockdown. Yep, I think he does, actually. Armor booster pulse.
Engaging.
Understood.
We're winning, Captain.
Well, at least I got him. Hello.
All vessels. We've got
The,
enemy
what's his plan?
contact.
Get him, get him, get him, get him!
Captain.
System drained. Cycling.
Oh, no you don't. No you don't, you son of a bitch.
Jump complete. Jump cycling. Amplifying weapons, aye.
Clear all broadside.
No! Oh, he got away.
Cool the plasma guns.
Full power.
That would have been so glorious if I could kill that damn little Corvette, you son of a bitch. Now, this is the reason I like Exion so much. I don't believe most people take a lot of time out of their game to just... Well, it's mainly because they're actually playing the game and focusing on what they're doing. But I just kind of daydream and start looking at all the little details, like all these little freight areas and landing supply areas. Oh, it's so good.
Broadside.
That's world building for you. And you see all the small details.
That's it. Enemy dreadnought is going down.
Shield activated.
I'm beginning to see why this build
Warheads locked on our
was so highly
position.
spoken of.
Amplifying weapons, aye. Ships hull down to 50%.
You pretty much become like the Hulk out of
Appreciate the help.
Activated.
Marvel.
Broadside ballistic guns.
Engaging.
Critical system.
No, I'm dead. And it's pretty even point-wise as well. 56 to 56. Pretty damn good, and that's my first death, which is unfortunate.
We've taken the lead, Captain.
Right.
Power to maneuvering thrusters.
Oh, look at all the little ships. Really hope they do at some point make a single player
Firing on the enemy ship.
campaign for this. It'll probably end up being garbage. The way, you know, the tacked on story campaigns and multiplayer specific games tend to be, like For Honors, for instance. I don't care though, I just want to be able to have a story behind my captain, my crew, my ship, and get to know the factions a little bit more. Taking power off the engines, jumping forward, and see if we can get ourselves into the thick of it.
Jump complete. Cycling jump.
Flechettes have
I want you.
Flechettes locked and ready.
I know, not as a Pokemon, Mr. Corvette. I want you dead. Sorry, Corvette. I meant tactical.
Aye, Captain.
Tactical.
Activating.
Tactical turd.
We're getting killed out here.
Armor booster pulse, come on.
Fusion reactor is overheating, putting energy system offline.
Jeez, who's firing at me?
Swapping.
Firing up.
Get out of it.
Enemy warheads locked on our position.
Can't see a thing. Scrambler sucks. Scrambler sucks. Why would they ever...
Activated.
I mean, the Scrambler wouldn't work. They just look out the windows. It doesn't work like that.
Launch flechettes.
Hull integrity.
It just serves to annoy and depress. Come on, guys. Focus the healers. Did I not mention that last time? I mentioned it in... I'm not even sure when I mentioned it, like last week at some point. I can't believe that people just don't understand go for the healers first.
Let's jump.
There's no excuse, even if you're like 80 years old. Today is the first day of, you know, playing the game for the first time ever in existence. If you notice somebody putting the person you're trying to kill's health back up, then you kill that person that's putting their health back up.
Richard out there.
It's simple.
Flechette swarm locked to target. Flechettes
And look at this
have
son of a bitch. Look at him, he just...
Broadside
Oh, they just slowly move up behind their person they're healing.
Thank you.
Look, they're pressing W and holding down the left mouse button. Pro skills indeed.
Jets locked and
Let's get this
Captain.
get here.
Commencing jump.
Get this out, Gora.
Got an enemy contact. Firing.
Ready for some close quarters. Oh shit.
Broadside ballistic guns locked
Nope,
on. Enemy
nope.
missiles incoming,
Come on.
Captain. Broadside firing. Give us a tick to cool the plasma guns.
Amplifying weapon
Oh
time.
my god, no. Come on.
The lost cause.
You're a lost cause. Common sense is a lost cause. Focus on the damn tacticals. It's not that difficult. And look at how far I dropped down the board because the team started falling to pieces. I'm sure there's a Breaking Benjamin song out there about this, but I don't give a fuck. I'm depressed enough as it is. Look how it grays out the elite status. You could have gotten this if you gave us money, but you didn't, so go fuck yourself. You could have got more XP for your team if you gave us money, but you didn't, so go fuck yourself. Hello, angry noob. Hello. And as I say that, I'm saying it in the voice of Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello. But anyway, let's jump back. It's a very nice build. It's a very specific game style, gameplay choice. So if you do decide to go for it, expect to be moving and not doing much a lot of the time, because no matter what build you have in the Jutland, you're always going to be moving somewhere, and just get there as the action ends, or the fun is gone, or the game comes to an end, whether you win or lose. It's always slow going in the Jutland, but it's fun. I mean, honestly, it is fun, and I wish that I'm of the mindset to just be ready to record it at any time, but I'm not. I've got programs I need to start up, get my mic and all set up to go, blah blah blah, turn music off. And the other two elimination games I had earlier were actually very good. I just tore the enemy team apart. It was pretty damn fun. But regardless, if you've liked this video, then good, that was the aim of the video. If you want to support the channel, then I, by all means, recommend you check out both my Patreon and my donation link in the descriptions below. And also the Discord, where you can jump on, have a chat with pretty much similar-minded people into games like this, Fractured Space, other games. They're pretty much just a massively awesome group of guys and gals. Gals I'm not too sure about. Not going to make it weird. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Enjoy whatever it is you're playing out there. And I, of course, like always, will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Good day, loyal citizens of the Empire. Today, the Emperor has employed a system that will allow you to support the latest Imperial endeavors. Click the link below to support a safer and brighter future for every citizen of the Empire.